Okay, I am sitting here. I had an idea about how to measure an armhole because, as you say, occasionally your seam allowance may not be exactly what you thought it was. On this one, it's not just the seam allowance. I've actually changed the size of the garment, and so because we had to take a little bit in here, it's actually changed the size of the armhole. I thought, well, how do I measure exactly around here? I tried laying thread along it. I've tried running a tape measure around, but as you move, occasionally it shifts, occasionally it's slightly different. So I've had an idea on what to do. I have an old thread. I know people have heard of thread tacking. This is discoloured badly. It's not much good for sewing because you can see it's horrendously out of colour in so many places. But I thought it's going to stay length. It doesn't actually break. It obviously weakened there, so I can't use it for sewing anyway. But for this, something similar to tailor's tacking, I thought was if I pop it through, run it around the edge in a very loose thread, as long as it stays the same length as that armhole, I can then cut it to length. So here you go, let's see what happens. Let's start in one end. Yeah, I'll explain in a minute what I've been doing. Get started. As you can see, I'm doing huge gaps. Because I'm not sewing something together, all I'm doing is just finding how far it's going. Okay. Here's a key point. A seam, I'm going to go through close to that seam line as I can to make sure I'm not going to miss it, pull it tight or anything like that, and pucker it. Past that. And all the way around, bring it out close as I can really to the original thread that went in. So my thought here, got that through. My thought here I've got that through is I'm going to pull that thread out, loosen it, and pull it off there. So what's going to happen now, I'm going to tie a knot in that end, and then cut that exactly off on the fabric. So that all I have left is the length of that straight round the armhole, exactly the amount I want to measure, from that to the knot. And then I will have the exact amount. And here I am. So here I'm going around carefully, tied the end knot, nice big